Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. But even in, I'm gonna say it, unprecedented times, don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward fast with internet speeds up to a gig. With the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks. And with security solutions that help keep your connected devices protected. Be fast, be flexible, be ready for what's next. And bounce forward. Help your business to bounce forward with this amazing offer. Get a powerful and reliable internet and voice solution from Comcast Business. Starting at $35 each a month for 24 months for 2 years when you buy both. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Offer ends 10/21/2020. Restrictions apply. Limited to new Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers. Early termination fee applies. Enrollment in Equal Bill and auto pay required. Equipment installation taxes and fees extra. Subject to change.
I'm going to guide you through a relaxing talk about cold and flu season. Even though this year is stressful, you're going to feel calm. Because at Rite Aid, our pharmacists are educated in traditional medicine and alternative remedies. So you not only get a flu shot, you also learn how to support your immune system. And rest assured, you're doing your best to protect your health and wellness. Get your flu shot and boost your immune system at Rite Aid today. No cost with most insurance, no appointment needed.
Vaccines must apply, so I have state restrictions apply in some states. See pharmacist for details.
You may meet in an office or on a video chat. Your commute might now be measured in feet, not miles. How you do business may have changed, but Staples will always have everything you need to get it done. And this week, get 40% back in Staples rewards on all paper and 40% back in rewards when you spend $75 on ink or $175 on toner. Shop in-store or pick up curbside and save big this week at Staples. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply. For details, visit staples.com.
Use the left lane to take a slight left turn onto Orchard Lake Road.
This is your alarm on an ordinary vacation.
Hello, ma'am. This is your wake-up call.
This is your alarm on a real vacation. Go on a real vacation. Go RV. Take the wheel at your nearest RV dealer or at GoRV.com.
Do business more powerfully during Dell's semi-annual sale. Save up to 45% on Dell
5.8
computers and
miles,
servers
turn
with
left
Intel
onto
Core
Woodward
processors.
Avenue.
It's time for you to upgrade to new modern devices with Windows 10. Also, save on electronics and accessories. Plus
Stay
free
in the
shipping
left
on
lane.
everything and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call 877-ASK-DELL to talk to a Dell Technologies advisor who can help you find just the right tech. That's 877-ASK-DELL or visit Dell.com/businessdeals. Spilled your drink? Quick! The quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills and messes quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading value brand. So you can get back to the party.
Starting route to 650 South Sterling Street.
Bounty, the quicker
In
picker-upper.
4.7 miles, turn left onto William
Smart,
Street.
hard-working roofing contractor. Save time with the Beacon Pro Plus app. The Beacon Pro Plus app works round the clock for material ordering, checking order history, and automated rebate tracking, saving valuable time, especially when working remotely. Beacon proudly offers GAF Timberline HDC shingles with a 600% larger strike zone nailing area for faster, more accurate installations. You work hard, now work smarter. Sign up for free at beaconproplus.com today.
From muscle pain, body aches, to strains, Blue Emu Maximum Arthritis. It works fast and you won't stink. Its unique formula with emu oil penetrates deep to relieve arthritis pain, sore muscles, joints, and more.
Relive Desmond Howard's dramatic catch against Notre Dame on Michigan Football Classics. Pre-game Saturday at 11:30. Kickoff at noon on 97.1. The Ticket.
Wait, that's pretty cool. Michigan Notre Dame. Wow, college football. All right. Wow. Turn back to Desmond on 4th down. Anyway, it's news time. Here's Heather.
Good morning, you guys. they didn't have enough room to move equipment around and social distance, so they're going to wait until they can have fuller capacity.
Was it a major?
Small gym.
A small gym, okay.
Very, very small gym. Another one was horrendous. It was packed and there was absolutely no precautions being taken. And then the other one, which is a huge gym, which is the gym that I decided to work out in, if you are comfortable going out to eat, you would have been more than comfortable working out at this gym. I think the closest I ever got to another person was probably 30 feet.
That's good.
I mean, yes, they made sure there was not a lot of people inside. There was tons of room. The equipment was spaced out. So if you feel comfortable enough to go into a restaurant and sit down and eat, I think you feel comfortable going to one of those bigger gyms for sure. So everything was great.
So we're not gonna give names, but I would guess the one that was done more correctly is a well-known, franchise place all over the country.
Yes, and it was very, very nice. And I was like a kid in a toy store. Like I was just like, oh, what should I go to first? It was great. It was excellent. All right, here's the news, you guys. So 7 young women came forward on Wednesday with accusations that an Oakland County teacher sexually abused them while they were his students. And the women's attorneys say that their plan is to sue the teacher and the 2 school districts where the abuse allegedly occurred. And the women, they say they were between the ages of 13 and 16 when this happened. And according to the women, the abuse took place at Clarenceville High School, Clarenceville Middle School, and Troy Athens High School between the years of 2005 and 2018. And they say there was no action taken. They did notify authorities within the school and nothing was done. Of course, the school districts have released a statement. Troy Athens had something interesting to say. They actually said, hey, we have no record of this man actually ever teaching at the school district. So they say, that obviously they have sympathy for these young women, but they say, hey, he did graduate from one of our high schools, I'm guessing in Troy, in 1996. He did come back, they said, to participate in at least 2 productions, whatever that means, but he was never in a position of authority or charged with supervision of children. So that's a little interesting.
My guess, he was maybe a drama teacher and helped with production on the side as a volunteer. I also read he was currently or at one point a teacher in North Farmington, right?
Yes, and he was actually just put on administrative leave on August 26th from North Farmington High School. This happened after a Clarenceville student alleged on Twitter that the teacher had abused her. So it took that long, and they say there was complaints in 2005 all the way through 2018, and nothing was ever done.
Yeah,
shocking.
Especially when they bounce around. It's not a surprise when it comes out, but it's also, that's part of probably trying the difficulty connecting the dots. What happened here, what happened there, was it the same person?
Yeah. So according to a police testimony, the man who actually broke into Eminem's Clinton Township home back in April was there to kill him.
Oh.
That's what he says. Anyway, so Eminem woke up in his home on April 5th, only to discover this man standing behind him. You might remember the story when it took place. And I guess Eminem was like, hey man, what are you doing here? And the guy told him that he was there to kill him. So thankfully, the guy was arrested. He's been in police custody ever since that day. And he was charged with first-degree home invasion and malicious destruction of property. He had thrown a brick through the window to get into the house. Eminem was able to basically escort this guy through his house outside until the police got there. So very scary though, because I don't remember hearing about that when this took place, that he was actually there to kill him. But police say no weapons were found.
God.
Can you imagine? I mean, waking up and somebody's just
like
somebody is either standing over you or and I think as a parent we've all experienced that, right? Where your son or daughter is standing over you and you think, first of all, it startles you, and then they say, I think I'm going to be sick. And you're like, oh my gosh, then what are you standing there for?
Yes.
I remember as a kid, I almost gave my grandma a heart attack, I think, because I was spending the night at their house. I crept into the bedroom, and I was always so shy, so I didn't know, how do I even wake grandma up? So I would just stand there and, stare at her. Then I remember waking up terrified. Yeah, just little pokes. Yeah. So Joe Exotic may not get pardoned by the president, or maybe he will. We don't know about that yet. But he is definitely raking in the dough thanks to his new underwear line.
connection is just selling like hotcakes, and it's kind of in part to his nemesis, Carol Baskin. So we talked about these. He's got these custom boxer briefs that he's been selling. They went on sale on Labor Day. They sold out within hours. He made $50,000 that day in online sales. And they say the top seller was the limited edition Casket Baskin boxer shorts. And I guess there was a play on Baskin Robbins as well in there. Anyway, they're restocking, so if you need to get your hands on some of these, you still can.
I imagine when she's on Dancing with the Stars, he's probably going to do something else to try to make money off of her.
Now, how does he do all this from prison, though?
Well,
I mean, he's got people, right?
Well,
You'll have phone calls, right?
I guess. I don't know.
He still has a husband out there, so maybe it's in connection with with that. You know, who knows? He still has friends. They're all working for him. That's for sure. Okay, here's my little warning to everyone out there. The Tylenol that you're taking, if you are taking any Tylenol at all, may be lowering your inhibitions and making you do some pretty crazy things. So, Stoney, you said you are a regular Tylenol taker. So
when I have headaches, I'll take Tylenol or Advil.
Tony's getting freaky.
Oh, yeah. All right, so according to a new study, taking Tylenol makes you want to take more risks. Simple as that. I guess researchers found that people who take acetaminophen, which is the key ingredient in Tylenol, are more willing to take risks like speaking up on an unpopular topic at work or bungee jumping off of a tall bridge.
Well, that's not me. I ain't bungee jumping.
So I saw that and I'm like, well, I've bungee jumped, but you know, I'm one to just kind of keep quiet on other things. So
I could see saying inappropriate things at work, but I'm trying to cool down, you know? I'm not going to bring up some news stuff from yesterday. No, not at all.
Yeah, apparently they just say that whatever is in Tylenol, if it's the acetaminophen, it makes you less worried about risks. And they do say almost 1 in 4 Americans take Tylenol every week. Tylenol is not my drug of choice. I'm more of an Aleve taker.
I am too, because it helps your back better than Tylenol.
Yeah.
Does it really? The Tylenol helps the back more?
No, Aleve does.
Oh, Aleve does. Okay, that's why I take it. I'm been misinformed here.
Yeah.
Finally, guys, there's a man in New York who almost drowned when his kayak flipped over in a lake last month. But he says he said a prayer and boom, just like that, help came in the form of priests floating down the lake on a tiki bar. Just like that. Yeah. So he says that he was clinging to his kayak. He had one hand on the side of the kayak. He had a brand new cell phone in the other that he didn't want to get wet or ruined. So he was just trying to hold on for dear life. He says he said a prayer, and then all of a sudden, a group of local priests who had booked this tiki bar tour, not to drink, but to sightsee, just came floating down. They were able to rescue him out of the water, and they saved his cell phone.
How about put the phone down and swim?
Yeah. That'd be a smart thing to do. All right, thank you, Heather. Tonight is opening night, National Football League, NBC, and the god of sports television, Mike Tirico, will join us coming up next. It's 97 on the 2.
Hey everybody, Nick Costos here with a Bet River Sports Betting Minute brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook. Pro football is back, and the Chiefs are around a 9-point favorite against the Houston Texans. Now, I like Kansas City to win the game, but I think the Texans can easily cover the spread. It's a lot of points. The back door is going to be open for Deshaun Watson the whole game, and I love this Texans passing attack. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day.
Want to win $5,000 just for picking football games? BetRivers.net has a weekly football contest where they're giving away $5,000. That's $5,000 each week. And the entry cost is free. Go to BetRivers.net and sign up for your free account. Once you do, you're ready to enter your picks each week. Don't miss your chance to win. Go to betrivers.net today. That's betrivers.net. Must be 21. See official rules for details.
In 1
The
mile,
Detroit Four
keep
Fest
left
is
toward
back. The
University
3-day
Drive.
Off-Road Festival takes place this Saturday and Sunday at the Holly Oaks Off-Road Vehicle Park in Holly. There's no better way to practice social distancing than in your 4x4, so come experience the hills, rock courses, and trails to test your skills. Located on 575 at Grange Hall and Dixie Highway, Jeep will introduce the new 4xe Wrangler and have Jeep demonstration rides. Register soon, as this will be a sellout event. Go to Detroit4Fest.com. That's Detroit4Fest.com.
From muscle pain, body aches, to strains, Blue Emu Maximum Arthritis. It works fast and you won't stink. Its unique formula with emu oil penetrates deep to relieve arthritis pain, sore muscles, joints, and more.
Whether class is in school, at home, or a little bit of both.
Staples has everything you need to start the year right, and all at amazing prices.
From notebooks to lap desks, folders to noise-canceling headphones.
This week, Staples 2-pocket paper folders and 1-subject notebooks are an incredible 10 cents each. Now that's a back-to-school deal you don't want to miss.
Shop in-store or pick up curbside. School on, save on at Staples.
Ends 9/12. Limit 6. In-store only. While supplies last. Curbside available in most stores.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer Wet Jet. With Swiffer Wet Jet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer Wet Jet. The faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But it may not work for your clients. That's why Fisher Investments is a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first. It's the highest standard for a financial advisor.
So, what do you provide? Cookie cutter portfolios like the rest of us?
No cookie cutter portfolios here. Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to meet each client's goals and needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right? And make commissions when you make trades for your clients?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission
Continue
investment
straight,
products,
then
and we
use the
never earn
second
commissions
lane
on
from left to
trades.
keep left
So
towards
what's in it for
University
you?
Drive.
Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. When it comes to helping clients achieve a comfortable retirement, we're
Use
clearly
the second
different.
lane from left to
Visit
keep left, then
FisherInvestments.com
turn
to
right.
find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by
At the
Mike
stop
DePerro
sign,
of National
use
Benefit
the right
Plans.
two
For
lanes to turn
affordable health
right.
insurance, call 877-734-2200.
The only way you can take 97.1
Turn
The
right.
Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to
1
us
mile,
anytime,
turn left onto
anywhere.
South Sterling Street.
97.1 The Tickets. Morning show, John Jansen in this morning. As we know, tonight is a big night. The National Football League kicks off. Now, under normal circumstances, our special guest would have probably been in Louisville, Kentucky. Well, yesterday or last weekend, but actually under normal circumstances, the race would have been in May. Normal circumstances, he would probably be in Kansas City tonight. But we don't know where he is, but he's with us, and that's all that counts. Mike Tirico, sports god, NBC Sports. How are you, sir?
Hello, Stoney. John, good to hear your voice. Yeah, I'm at our NBC studios in Connecticut, where I was for the Derby, I was for the Tour Championship Golf. It's just been, really odd time. I'm going to South Bend Saturday for the Notre Dame game, so we'll be there for that. But we've done all the studio stuff from here. It's been a weird, 6 months. Heck. But here we go. Let's go. Football team.
First, but I got to get into this though. First, John Jansen just shook his head. Because if there's anybody that misses college football,
Yeah, I know.
it's John Jansen, and it's not that it's not that far from Michigan. You're going to be playing.
Yeah, it's funny because you think of the state of Pennsylvania. You have Pittsburgh and the ACC playing on the west side of the state. You have Temple on the east side of the state playing. Penn State in the middle of the state is not playing. I mean, we know all the stuff that's going on. Nobody has right answers. Nobody knows here. I do know that Notre Dame plays Duke. in our game Saturday at 2:30 on NBC. And I was on the phone with Duke's folks yesterday, including David Cutcliffe, their head coach. Duke, their infectious disease specialist is the one who's the head of the ACC medical group that helps with the decision to go on with college football. And they've had that expertise right on their campus, and those guys feel comfortable about what they're doing, the protocols and everything else. There's not a guarantee. Nothing's a guarantee, as we've all found out, but there are things you can do. If you follow all these
Turn
steps,
left onto South Sterling
you're
Street.
probably not at more of an expanded risk, and they're going to, and ACC season starts this weekend. So it's frustrating, I know, for everybody in Ann Arbor and East Lansing and everywhere else in the Big Ten.
Yeah, it sucks. Well, tonight everybody's going to be real excited.
Mile, the destination is on your right.
The great
650
unknown
South
with
Sterling
no preseason, OTAs, all that stuff. Is it going to be sloppy? Is Mahomes going to throw for 400 yards? Is Deshaun Watson not going to miss Hopkins? And we're going to see I'm going to call them the FCC, Fuller, Cooks, and Cobb.
Yeah. They do have a lot of options, although they lost the option, I think, who's as good as a receiver as anyone in the league. Mike, you're right, and John, I'll be curious what you think on this. I don't know where this is going to fall. I know that defenses haven't really tackled, and I don't think if I play defense, I'd like to be out there trying to track down Tyreek Hill or Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back at LSU who took in the first round. Those guys move really fast. It's going to be hard.